It's a new year, and now is the best time to review your insurance policies. With a helpful customer service team here to serve you in Alabama and over in Mississippi for all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, call the Jeff Nee Agency of Alpha Insurance to create a customized plan to protect your family's home and autos. You can stop by his office at 3428 McFarland Boulevard in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, or simply call 205-462-8192, or call the number on your screen right there. And remember, with Alpha Insurance, the more you protect it, the more you save. Reach out to the Jeff Nee Agency of Alpha today for all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs. How would you like to live where you love in the state of Alabama? Whether it is your upsizing, downsizing, retiring at the beach, or relocating for your job, then you are going to want to contact Celeste Hagler, owner of First Class Real Estate South Home Group, with brokers in Tuscaloosa, Orange Beach, and Huntsville. They can help you with the buying, selling, and investment needs throughout the state of Alabama. You can contact Celeste at 205-861-5698. Once again, that is 205-861-5698, and schedule a consultation to discuss your real estate goals anywhere across the state of Alabama. Jeff Bagwell of Honey Hole Fisheries right here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, is a professional biologist who specializes in lake management. If you are interested in helping build the pond or lake of your dreams, or if you need help deciding if property you own is a good location to build a pond, you can contact Jeff Bagwell at 205-799-0192. Once again, that is Jeff Bagwell and Honey Hole Fisheries at 205-799-0192. Contact him today and let him help you build the lake or pond of your dreams, or also stock your pond or lake with fish that you most desperately need. Are you recouping? The Super Bowl is over, and today a lot of people are recuperating from the big game last night, from eating and drinking too much. So with that, we thought we would start this week of the Stingray shows with a fun show, because everybody hates Mondays. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as the Stingray Show this morning has a fun show, and you never know where the topics are going to go this morning on the Stingray Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Ferguson. And there right there, hit the wrong button to begin. Hey, it's a Monday. Let's go.
Hi, this is Tim Brando with a reminder. Look out, you're about to feel the buzz of Stingray.
This is Stephen Ray, a.k.a. Stingray, coming to you live from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I'm Heath Hopkins. I'm here in DeSoto County, Mississippi, right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. You know, Mark, I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you feel that responsibility to pay it forward and give some kid a chance coming up in the ranks, kind of like Tony did for you?
Why do you think I'm talking to Stingray tonight?
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
No, I mean, look, no.
Hey, Stingray, Here's the deal. When you get involved with Texas, it's like getting married to a stripper. and let me explain this. It looks good. It's kind of sexy on the surface. Yeah. But then you get the baggage, you get the drama, you get all that eventually comes with it. And that's what you get with Texas, and that's what the Big 12 learned.
And Heath, any thoughts on our show moving forward?
Hey, with the Stingray Show, if you don't like it, you better learn to love it, because it's the best show going today, baby. Woo!
Host error to begin the Stingray Show, man. I hit the wrong button. Heath, how are things with you? We are beginning, and you need to get on track, man, because we've got a show to do.
I'm on track. It looks like you're the one with the case of the Mondays, brother. Hey, Steven, I'm going to give you a fun fact as we start the show today. Do you know what today is
Yes, it is.
besides Monday?
Yes, it is National Rehydration Day because
Nope. Let me stop you there. Time out. Let me stop you there. Today is the most I call in sick day to work of the year.
yes, and that's where I was going with that. That's where I was going with that.
There you go, man.
Yep.
Yeah. The day after the Super Bowl, more people call in sick than any other day of the year. And I've said it a million times. I said it on the show last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all the way back. I've been saying this since high school. If I was in charge of the NFL or if I was elected president, I would put out an executive order that the day after the Super Bowl is a national holiday. If I was in charge of the NFL, I'd either move the game to Saturday and say, there we go, we're playing on Saturday. Everyone can recuperate Sunday. We'll go back to work. But if I was president, like, you know what, Monday, another national holiday.
Heath, with that, did you hear about the Super Bowl in 2027?
No, I didn't.
Because of the calendar, the Super Bowl will be played next year on Valentine's Day. And then what is immediately after Valentine's Day? President's Day. So next year, we will have an extra day to recoup before we go back to work.
That's going to be interesting how that one's going to pan out. That's going to be odd.
So 2027, the Super Bowl will be on February the 14th, and then February the 15th will be President's Day.
Interesting. That's odd. That's odd.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of women out there, especially new moms, who are like, I'm cooped up with this baby, and Valentine's Day is one of my days. And I can hear the husbands now like, why can't we go out Friday? Why can't we go out Saturday? I want to go out on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Like, I can hear it. But, Valentine's falls on Sundays all the time. I mean, that's not anything new. But a lot of people celebrate it on Friday or Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I always think if Valentine ever falls on a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you just got to do like the whole Valentine's weekend thing. So I'll even throw Thursday in there.
Yeah.
You just got to make it the whole weekend.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, Stephen. That's real interesting because I want to know how that's going to affect the ratings of the Super Bowl, because I think it will.
Because, see, here's the deal. The Super Bowl is always the second Sunday in February. The NFL made that rule. Well, next year, the first is on a Monday, which makes the 7th that first Sunday, and then the 14th would be the second Sunday of the year next year in February.
Yeah, I remember when we used to play the Super Bowl the last weekend of January. And I don't mind it being extended a little bit. I don't mind it because players are fresh. Some guys are getting over some injuries, things like that. But yeah, I will say, Steven, I was listening to the radio this morning, go through all the channels. Everyone keeps saying the same thing. Last night was a boring Super Bowl. I didn't think it was all that boring. But I also like defense.
Right.
A lot of people don't like defense. They like a lot of scoring. But
I didn't watch.
I know you didn't. I don't hate on the NFL.
Right.
I don't follow the NFL that intently. I didn't care who won or lost last night.
Right.
Didn't give a rat's behind who won, lost, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to see a local kid, boy from Arlington, Tennessee, from the Memphis area. Right outside Memphis is Arlington, and a boy from Arlington, Super Bowl MVP last night. So, happy for him. And Steven, he had a nickname in high school. Thunder Shoes.
That's funny.
That sounds like something on PBS my kids would watch.
Right.
So I'm like, what is that crap you're watching? Thunder Shoes. But yeah, it could be a fun name.
All right, Heath, I hate to do this, but it's a Monday. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Did you hear the sad, heartbreaking, and tragic news that happened on Saturday?
I did not.
We lost the founding member of Three Doors Down and Mississippi
I
native Brad Arnold, who died at age of 47 with a battle of cancer. And I do believe it was kidney cancer that ultimately got him. Man, that is so sad.
Yeah, that is very sad.
Gone way too soon, man.
I remember those guys are roughly my age.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, Kryptonite came out. That was a very cool song.
Yes.
They followed it up with a couple of other songs. And yeah. And when I found out they were from Mississippi, I was like, all right, so many wonderful artists. Mississippi State had a license plate, birthplace of America's music. So many great artists, are from Mississippi. So I was really bummed and shocked. Heard he was in bad shape.
Yeah.
I don't know how bad. I like Three Doors Down. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan, but yeah, always terrible when you hear somebody with cancer passing.
Yes.
But always terrible. The younger they are, family, or someone that gives back, and his music gives back.
Yes.
A lot of people love Three Doors Down. They rock out to it. They have had some wonderful songs over the years. But yeah, that was a bummer, man. Bad bummer.
All right, Heath, let's go ahead and talk about a movie that was released on this day, and I'm going to give you a trivia. Are you ready for Trivia Pursuit?
I'm always ready for that.
All right, can you tell me which movie was released 29 years ago today, and it starred Linda Hamilton as well as Pierce Brosnan?
What year?
29 years ago today, so that would have been 97.
Had Linda Hamilton. So is that any of the Terminator movies?
No. It's Pierce Brosnan.
He was doing a lot of James Bond movies at the time, so I don't think Linda Hamilton was any of those. I don't know. What is it?
Come on, man. Keep guessing. You should know this, man.
I don't.
Give me just a second. I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, go on, tell me.
Dude, now, this movie made $178 million in revenue, and its budget was only $115 million.
You know what? I never saw it. I never saw Dante's Peak. What was the other movie? Volcano?
Yes, that movie is phenomenal, Heath. You have got to watch that movie.
Yeah, all the what do they call it? You like the
disaster.
I don't call it. Yeah, the disaster films. You love the disaster films.
Yes.
I will occasionally watch a disaster film, but you love those things.
Well, dude, that one is one right up there at the top.
Well, then I will check that out. Dante's Peak. I will put it on the list.
Right. All right. Now, Heath, don't forget, we had something that we did on Friday that you wanted to start off the Stingray Show with today. So let's go ahead and backtrack and talk about that before we go any further.
I did not expect the overwhelming responses that we got, but I was so proud that we got them. We found out on Friday that Steven hates the absolute most airplayed song on the radio ever.
Yeah.
That song being the Righteous Brothers. Say it, Steven.
You've lost that loving feeling.
I was hoping you would sing it. I was trying to get you to karaoke.
No, I had to think about it, man. I drew a blank. I was like, well, what is the name of that song?
It's Monday, man. You got a case of the Mondays. We all do. It's the day after the Super Bowl. People are calling in sick right and left. We've been over this. No, you've lost that love and feeling. You know, for Gen X, that song kind of made a comeback because of the movie Top Gun.
Yeah.
And but Steven changes the channel every time he hears that song. Every time it comes on, Steven changes the channel. He cannot stand that song. And so I have two songs like that, really one. But my mother told me I couldn't listen to another song. As soon as that comes on the radio, I hit click. And we'll get into that here in a minute. But so I'll put out on Facebook. I told everyone, hey, I need your help. It's for a fun thing. Please tell us a song you cannot stand. You change the radio every time you hear it. I have so many wonderful responses. Some shocked me, and it's okay. And listen, if you're listening and there's a song that you love, and it's made this list, it's not me, it's just someone, and it's okay. It's okay if someone hates your favorite song or a song that you like. So that's why we have chocolate and vanilla. But feel free to chime in on the show if you're watching or listening. If there's a song that you just cannot stand, and every time it comes on the radio, click, you hit it, you move on. Please. Look, okay, I'm with you. Not necessarily. Well, you know what? There was a time in my life I used to click off American Pie because I got tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
Wow, Bridge Over Hope. Wow, there's two. There's two on that list for me.
Right.
Well, actually, almost three. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like, I used to like that song. They play it every 18 minutes at Christmas time. I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
You've overplayed it. You've killed it. You've taken all the joy and fun out of it. You've ruined Christmas every time you play that song. Like, yeah, I'm with you. Don McLean's American Pie. I used to be that way. I used to be.
Yeah.
Late 90s. Could not get my sneeze button in time, Steven. That one came out of nowhere. Could not get that. Hit that sneeze button. Apologize, everyone. Bless me. But yeah, Don McLean's American Pie and Hotel California. Now, American Pie and Hotel California, American Pie, I probably went like 20 years where I just did not want to hear it.
Right.
Hotel California, I probably went like 35 years. Like, I was like, oh, not the Eagles. I was kind of like, the dude in Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
I was like, not the Eagles, man. And I hate the Eagles. Click. So I would always change it. So here are some songs. And Steven, is there any more that you thought of over the weekend?
No.
All right. Barry Young, a friend of the family, cannot stand Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. He's a big music guy. He used to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Can't stand 9 to 5. Why? I don't know, but there's obviously a story there. Rico Suave was thrown out there. Barbie Girl. Richard Russo said Barbie Girl. Let's see.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of Barbie Girl.
Glenn Sutherland. What? Okay, Barbie, let's go party. Oh. She's fantastic.
Who's
Made
that?
of plastic. I don't even remember, man. It came out in the 90s. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Steven.
No.
What?
No.
Where have you been? I guess you were watching Dante's Peak. So,
no, I don't think I have.
Actually, that song came out roughly when Dante's Peak did, because I want to say, well, I know it came out in the 90s. I thought it came out, I want to say that song came out in the late 90s. It could have came out earlier. Glenn Sutherland, We Built This City. I always thought that city was about Memphis because, you know, the birthplace of rock and roll, home of the blues. It's about San Francisco. There's a lot of music influence for San Francisco. But yeah, we built this city. Let's see. Adam Landers says we built this city. He can't stand it. Oh, are you ready for this one? One of my old banking buddies, Kathy. Kathy says Little Nas X, Old Town Road.
Yes, yes,
I
yeah.
like that song. That doesn't bother me. My kids sang it all the time. It didn't bother me, though. Our good friend of the show, Steve Robertson,
Right.
best-selling writer, Steve Robertson, who's on our show quite often. Anything by Green Day. Steve hates Green Day. But Steve talks about that on his show.
I used to like Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That's the only song I do like by them.
Yeah, I'll make this joke for Steve. What was their debut album? Dookie. What did Dookie for Green Day? Was that at the debut album? I know one of their albums is Dookie. I thought it was their first album. But yeah, so Steve thinks Green Day is Dookie, just like their album.
Right.
I was joking with Steve. I was like, I thought you would have suggested Poison or Dave Matthews Band because he doesn't like either one of those.
Mm-hmm.
He replied back, Nirvana, Green Day, Everclear, Dave Matthews Band, Blink 182, etc. It's all the same. So
I can agree with Dave Matthews. Once you hear one, you hear them all.
Now, my good friend Brad Bush, who does helps me do play-by-play for Hernando High School,
Right.
Brad's a massive Dave Matthews Band fan.
Mm-hmm.
He travels to concerts all over the country every year. He goes to several a year. I don't get it, but hey, it's his thing.
Right.
I don't hate on it. I'd go to a Dave Matthews Band concert and see what the fuss is about, but I'm not hating on it.
Right.
Matter of fact, Brad had a couple. He said Christmas Shoes is an automatic chain.
Yes, that song is so sad, man.
And that's what I responded back to Brad. I was like, you have no heart. And he said the first 1,000 times it plays every year, it's just sad. And then it becomes annoying. And I don't want to be sad or annoyed at Christmas.
Yeah.
That is very fair. That's 100% fair. Let's see. Let's see here. What else did he say?
You got a lot of
1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. Can't stand that one.
Who?
Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles. And then he gave me a country song too. Oh yeah, Don't Take the Girl.
Yeah.
And Check Yes or No by George Strait. He said he can't stand either one of those.
Don't Take the Girl is Tim McGraw.
Yeah. And Check Yes or No by George Strait. Just
okay. All right. I'll give you one. Tim McGraw's Live Like You Were Dying. That song is so freaking sad, man. No.
Okay.
Do you know that one?
I mean, yeah, I know it. I don't have any strong feelings toward it.
Right. It's about a guy who found out he has cancer and he's got like a little while left to live. And I'm just like, no.
Mm.
And I tell you another one that does not, I mean, I have not heard this in a long time, but when it came out, they burned it on the radio. It's Brad Paisley and Alison Krauss's Whiskey Lullaby. Man, when that song came out, they burned it into the radio.
Mm-mm. Good morning, John. I see you there in Harker Heights, Texas. John, we're having a fun conversation. The song that you just can't stand. Every time it comes on the radio, click, you change the channel.
Yeah.
What is that song for you? We're going over the songs right now of what people sent in to us. And it's actually a little bit of a long list, but we're having fun with it.
Right.
I did not know this song, and I meant to listen to it before we turned it on the show. Abe Bay by Hurricane Chris in the early 2000s.
Never heard of that.
And so, yeah.
Hey, Heath, let me ask you this. you are a massive Jimmy Buffett fan.
Oh yeah.
Is there any song that you don't
Yes.
like by Jimmy?
Jamaica Mistake. I
Okay.
cannot stand that. They usually open concerts with that one.
Okay.
I just like it. I don't know why I don't like that song, but it's just I love the story about the song. The story's
Yeah.
hilarious, but the song just drives me crazy. Just can't stand it. And so, oh, there we go. Bobby Goldsboro, Honey. So I'm telling you, everyone's got these songs in their mind that they just don't like for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I remember a good friend of mine back when I was a reporter. She was my neighbor. We became wonderful friends. Her name was Leah Massey. I don't know what her married name is now, but I remember Leah telling me that she was listening to, there was some song we were listening to, and it came on, and she wanted to change it. I was like, that's a great song. Why would you change it? And she goes, well, it reminds me of 8th grade. And I was like, well, what was so bad about 8th grade? She goes, well, I had a really bad haircut. And a boy broke up with me because he thought my hair was silly. We were dating. I got this haircut. And he said my hair looked stupid, and he broke up with me. And the song was popular at the time. So every time I hear the song, it makes me sad. So,
Right.
What? Like, you don't like the song because you got that's not like the song's fault that you got a bad haircut and you made a bad decision. But yeah. All right, this one hurt. My good buddy Ron Dunn. Ron's older brother Jeff and I was one of my best friends. Ron, a super fun guy. I highly respect Ron. Ron said "Loveful" by the Cardigans. I love that song. I love it. It came out in 97, I want to say. 96, 97.
Right.
But I love that song, "Loveful." But he cannot stand it. Let's see here. Al Ainsworth. Al's also a writer. Al's a baseball coach, former baseball coach. We used to go to church together a long time ago. But Al said, "Hey, Mickey."
Yes, that was, yeah.
That is a good one. I like Mickey. Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. I like that song. It's fun. Achy Breaky Heart. I don't have the Cyrus virus. Billy Ray Cyrus. Achy Breaky Heart. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. John chiming in. Doesn't like the Foo Fighters, My Hero. So, and oh, that's funny. I get that. You know what? There's one song, Stephen, we used to do when I was early in media. We'd take these side gigs of doing videos. Sometimes they're wedding videos. Sometimes they were, birthday party videos. But being in a college town, a lot of the fraternities and sororities would come to us about doing rush videos or senior videos or this or that. And the Kappa Delta sorority there at Mississippi State would come to us, and their rush video that they would do at the beginning of the year and their senior video, they always had one song. And I used to love this song. It drives me crazy now. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Editing, when you edit to a song, you have to hear it like 200 times, and it drives you bonkers.
Yeah.
And you got to do that twice a year. So I mean, you're listening to that song between 400 and 500 times a year. Like I just, yeah, I'm still not over that.
All right, you ready to move on?
Well, I'll throw out a couple of more. Michael Deaton says he doesn't like anything by Beck. That shocked me because I like Beck. Come Together, the Aerosmith version.
Yeah.
Like that song doesn't bother me. My good buddy Lynn talked about that. Let's see. Madonna, Like a Prayer, and that is one that my mother wouldn't let me listen to, and I didn't care because I didn't care for Madonna. Hey, Steven, why was Madonna a big deal? Like she doesn't have any like standout talent.
I don't know.
I mean, I always thought she was famous because she tried to shock people. I was like, okay, you did this trick like a couple of months ago, and you did another trick a couple of months for that. Like I never thought anything about Madonna. I never thought she was that good or talented. I never really liked her songs.
Right.
Her stuff for the early 80s, I kind of like. Material Girl, it's a fun song. But I don't know, man. Anything Madonna in the 90s, like Vogue, that didn't stand the test of time.
No.
That song's terrible. I didn't get it. But I'll say mine. Here, I'll throw out a couple. So, Jordan Bledsoe, Hotel California.
Yep.
My good buddy Jeff Dunn, Ron's brother. Van Halen, Dancing in the Streets. Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Winds of Change by the Scorpions. My good buddy Stephen Phillips. Never Going to Give You Up by Rick Ashley. Adam Hunt chimed in. This one kind of hurt a little bit. Laurel Eldred. Anything by U2. That hurt.
Oh.
And, Stairway to Heaven. That's it. I like We Are Family. See, it doesn't bother me. It's okay. It's okay. If it bugs you, I get it.
Right.
I get it. And then
All right.
Life's Been Good. But Steven, the one song for me, and we'll move on. The one song for me that I just cannot stand. Change the channel every time. I've never liked this song. When it came out, I didn't like it. I didn't understand why other people liked it. This song won Video of the Year by MTV, which was a massive deal. That's the last award they give out their show. And it also won Song of the Year. I like the band. I like all their other songs. I just hate this one. REM, Losing My Religion. I despise that song. There's nothing anything bad about the song. The song's just talking about you're at your wit's end with a loved one, like you're just losing your cool. And that's an old Southern saying. It's like, I'm about to lose my religion over this. It just means you're getting mad. I don't know, man. I hate every time that song comes on. I don't know if it's that stupid mandolin that they play or I don't know what it is. Click. I just think it's stupid. So anyway.
All right.
There you go.
Heath, thank you for that, man.
I was just shocked of the overwhelming support that we got with that.
Yes.
So there you go.
All right. Heath, what are you eating for lunch today?
Leftovers from the Super Bowl party. My wife made these sandwiches. She called them grinder sandwiches, but they're on like Hawaiian bread and it's got like salami and I don't know what else. I don't even like salami, but I don't know what she put on it, but it tastes excellent.
All right.
Matter of fact, she had 24 sandwiches last night. We brought home 3. So they were a big hit at the Super Bowl party last night. So, and I am going to eat those. Of course, they're the little Hawaiian bread, tiny little sandwiches. So I'm going to eat those last 3 and probably a bag of chips. And,
what about dinner?
I think we're going to have pork tenderloin tonight. Some green beans, probably some potatoes. So what am I missing?
You need to make an exception for what today is, man.
Oh, what is today?
National Pizza Day.
Really?
Pizza. You're the pizzeria.
Oh. Steven, is there a pizza that you hate?
No, I have not had a Chicago style. That's the only type I have not.
I will say this. If you go to a restaurant and order Chicago style, it takes a long time.
Right.
It takes a long time to cook it. So don't go in there hungry. Like, I haven't eaten about 5.5 hours, but we're going to go get Chicago because you'll sit there like 90 minutes waiting on your pizza. Probably not that long, but you'll wait a long time.
All right. Now, Heath, here are some facts about pizza. Pepperoni is the most popular pizza at 36% of all pizzas ordered. Over 3 billion, with a B, pizzas are sold around the United States each year, and add 1 billion more to those frozen.
Man, I bet you we buy a couple of million by ourselves with our household. So yeah, I get that.
Okay.
I'll throw this at you real quick, Steven, with the pizza thing. Hamburgers and fries and pizza are the biggest return of investment. And so that's why you have a lot of burger joints and pizza restaurants and towns all across America, towns, cities, big and small, everywhere, because you can make it's cheap to make a pizza. It's cheap to make a hamburger. It's cheap to make French fries. And so that's why you see pizza places and hamburger places all over, because it's really cheap to make.
In the United States, 17% of all restaurants are pizzerias.
There you see, there you go. And the rest are Mexican restaurants. I'm telling you, man, Mexican restaurants are making,
Yeah.
they're going to take over. Now, Steven, is there a certain pizza chain that is kind of your go-to? Like, what's one pizza chain that you really like and one you don't care for?
There used to be a Pyros here
Yeah.
in Tuscaloosa, but it closed last year. So my next go-to is another chain, and this one is out of Texas, Blaze.
Okay.
Now, I am not a fan of Mellow Mushroom or Pizza Hut.
Okay. I like both of those.
I used to be a fan of Pizza Hut, but they're too greasy now.
I can get that. Yeah, I can see that. I'm a big fan. I love Papa John's. If we're talking national chains, I love Papa John's. It's funny you say that about Pyros. I've never heard of a Pyros closing down. The Pyros that I know are always jam packed.
I know.
But as far as pizzas that I don't like I'll still eat it because it's still good. But when I was at the bank, our boss used to always order Marco's Pizza. They used to wear on me a little bit. Now I ate it and it was still good, but
Right.
like if I have to rank them, like Domino's and Marco's might be at the bottom.
All right.
Maybe they
now-
can advertise with us. I'll move them up
Whatever.
on the list. So maybe they'll advertise with us. I'll move them up on the list. Domino's Pizza is the greatest thing ever.
Heath, the first pizzeria ever opened in Naples, Italy in 1738.
Wow. Interesting.
All right, and finally, the last thing about pizzas, can you tell me how much Americans eat per person a pizza each year?
I mean, pizzas or slices?
Pounds.
Oh, pounds. Oh, Lord. 8 pounds. I have no idea.
Americans consume, on average, per person, 23 pounds of pizza.
Whoa. That's actually kind of impressive.
Yep.
Never thought of it like that. And I'm a numbers guy.
All right. Now, it is also, for whatever reason, National Toothache Day. I guess from all of the partying from the Super Bowl.
Or getting punched in the face of showing out at the Super Bowl.
Yep.
That's interesting. No, I had a cousin years ago. He was getting married, and I had this crazy earache. I can't remember if I went canoeing or tubing or I don't know. But I was like in my late 20s. He was getting married, and I had this crazy earache. And I remember going to the doctor, and he said, "Man, you got a bad case of swimmer's ear. Let me pop that for you." I'm like, "All right." And he was draining it. And right before I left, he goes, "Anybody that ever says they've got an earache or a toothache, I have sympathy for, because it just doesn't get better, especially going into a weekend."
Right.
And he said, "Yeah," he goes, "I don't want that to happen to anybody." And I always remembered his compassion because it was like a Friday afternoon in the summer, and where most people are not working after lunch. And that doctor, it was right before 20 minutes before they closed, and he said, "Yeah, come on back here." But my ear drained all weekend. So yeah, I think it's the last earache I've had, and that was, oh gosh, years ago. But yeah, that and toothaches, man. I've never had a root canal. I've never had any of that. I got good teeth. So
All right, Heath, are you ready to do the national day of today or the birthdays?
let's do birthdays. Why not?
All right. Can you tell me what Grammy award-winning singer was born on this day and she was the most successful female songwriter in the UK singles charts from 1962 through 2005.
Oh man, I'm probably going to know this, and I don't know this.
She also, and this should give it away if you know your music, her album topped the US album charts for 15 weeks and stayed on the charts for 6 years. That album was named Tapestry.
Well, I was thinking
Tapestry.
Fleetwood Mac, but I didn't think Stevie Nicks. I thought Stevie Nicks was American. Is that Stevie
It has
Nicks?
nothing to do with them.
Okay. Tapestry.
I'll give you another hint.
Go for it.
Her famous song off of that album, It's Too Late.
Oh, oh gosh, it's too late, baby. It's too late.
That's it.
Yeah, I know the song. I even see her face. Is it
She
Carole
got it.
King?
She
There
got
you
it.
go.
She
Kay
got
beat me. Thank you, Kay.
Carole King. Today is her birthday, and she was born in 42.
Wow, so that's going to make her what, 84? God bless her.
Yep. All right. Heath, it is also the birthday of an American songwriter who teamed with his wife, Cynthia Well, with over 150 million copies of their songs have been sold. They wrote the songs before on Broadway by the Drifters. You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin' by the Righteous Brothers, and Here You Come Again by Dolly Parton, Barry Mann.
I don't know anything about Barry Mann, but he has contributed to this world tremendously.
Yes.
Those are some great songs.
150 million copies of those 3 songs have been sold.
You know, the great thing about Barry Mann is he can walk into your local Walmart and no one would know him, and he's got enough money to probably buy the entire store.
Yes.
He can go out in public where you know, if someone's a face of a band or part of a band, like you got to sign autographs, you got to take pictures. Nobody knows Barry Mann. He just cashes checks.
Yes.
You know his songs, but you don't know him.
All right, Heath, we have a country music hall of famer who is known as the Texas Troubadour. There is actually a record shop named after him in Nashville, Tennessee, and he is known for I'm Walking the Floor Over You and Good Night Irene. Who am I talking about?
Hank Williams?
No.
Who is it?
Ernest Tubb.
Wow.
Today is the birthday of Ernest Tubb, the Texas Troubadour.
I have heard about the Texas Troubadour, but you could have given me multiple choice. I still wouldn't have gotten that. Wow. And when was he born? Does it say?
1914, and he died in 84.
Wow. Good life by Ernest.
Yeah.
So, good deal. The Texas Troubadour. That's a fun name.
All right. This one is going to be fun. Today is the birthday of an American actor who is known for Raging Bull, Once Upon a Time in America, Home Alone, Casino, and My Cousin Vinny.
That's Little Man. Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Because I like all his movies. He was wonderful and Goodfellas. Stephen, why am I drawing a blank? Because it's Monday. I see. I can tell you his characters' names in all those movies.
Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why
Now,
I went blank on that.
fun fact. I actually have something for you, Heath. I have some homework for you. If you think Troy Aikman's music and song is horrible, I can one up you. Joe Pesci had some recording songs out in Hollywood. He actually made quite a few albums. If you want to hear something that is worse than Troy Aikman, go and listen to a couple of Joe Pesci's songs. They are making you want your ears bleed, man. It is awful.
For you guys that are not familiar with our show and watching it for the first time, we are an SEC show. We talk about sports, but we kind of knew coming into this Monday that it's going to be the Monday after the Super Bowl and this and that. You know, we decided to have a little bit of a fun show, and we might get to some SEC sports here in a minute. We usually don't get off on these tangents. Usually we do a couple of birthdays. We do a couple of days. National Day of today is. We don't really go this far off, but last week we were talking on the show. We even put it on the Facebook page, on Stingray Show on Facebook. Troy Aikman's Oklahoma Nights. Yes, yeah. Troy Aikman. That Troy Aikman from the Dallas Cowboys did an album. It's a dying cat orchestra. It is miserable. And you're telling me that Joe Pesci has done some songs.
Joe Pesci's worse.
And it trumps Troy Aikman.
It's worse.
I actually believe you.
Dude, and man, let me tell you, don't listen to it around the kids because every other word is a cuss word. And he sings it in that mafia tone. Oh, man.
Wow. Hey, it's Mario. Hey, Mario.
And Heath, let me also say this. He also did a Christmas album.
Yikes. Mario Austin joining in.
Yep.
Pull up Mario. Mario, thank you for coming in. Mario, former all SEC basketball player.
Yep.
And it's good seeing you, Mario. Hope you had a good weekend.
All right.
What you got for me?
This is funny, and this is only funny because if you think about it, and my mind went here and thought, oh my God, that would be awful. Do you know anything about Fred Morrison?
Is that like Jim Morrison's cousin? Like, I don't know anything about Fred Morrison. I don't think I do.
He died on this day in 2010. He is an American inventor. He invented the Frisbee in 1937. Now, Heath, he got the idea when someone offered to buy the thing that he and his wife were tossing back and forth on the beach. Heath, can you imagine being hit in the head with a cake pan on the beach? They were tossing back and forth a cake pan. And someone saw that and said, I want to buy that. That looks fun. When I thought about that, I immediately got this big smile on my face, and I'd be like, man, that would hurt.
That would hurt.
Now, a Frisbee, maybe not. A cake pan, yes.
Wow. Yeah, that would probably leave a mark.
Yes.
That would
I was like, ugh.
Have you ever heard the story about Jimmy Buffett talking about, I forgot what tour it was. It was in the early 80s. They used to throw pizzas out in the crowd.
No.
Have I told the story? Okay, I'll make it short and sweet as quick as I can. But Jimmy talked about, he did the show, and I heard him tell the story when he was doing a benefit concert, just him and his guitar. He's doing a solo. It was wonderful. But anyway, he said, hey, we used to get Domino's pizza. And he said, and we would get like 100 pizzas, 50 to 100 pizzas every concert. And he said, and that during this song, between these two songs, we would start throwing them out. And he said, we got really good frisbee in these pizzas. They're still in the box. He said, like, we could get them up in the upper deck, in these Orpheum type settings. And so he said, we're frisbeeing out these pizzas and doing this. And he goes, so anyway, he said, we come back to Sag Harbor. That's where he was doing the benefit. And he said, some Italian place, Tony's, Anthony's, whatever it was. He said, so we decided to get Tony's Pizza or whatever the name of it was. And he said, I go to take that pizza and I frisbee that thing out. He said, Tony's Pizza is made completely different from Domino's Pizza. He said, by the third row, the pizza was going one way and the box was going the other.
Oh.
And he said, I had a little too much before the concert because I lived in Sag Harbor. And he said, so I've been partying with neighbors and friends. And he said, I was a little bit loose. And he said, so I threw out like 3 or 4. And then everyone was like, Jimmy, hand them out. He said, so then we started handing out the pizzas. He goes, so after the concert, I stay up late. I'm partying. I'm doing all this. And he goes, I get a knock at my door at 8 a.m. And this guy's just pounding on my door. And he said, I went to bed at like 7:15 that morning. He said, so I'm stumbling and I'm not happy and I'm hungover and this and that. And I swing open the door. It's Barbara Walters' attorney. And he hands me this sheet of paper and he's starting to mouth at me. And I just take it and I slam the door in his face. And he said, I went back to bed. I woke up and I looked at it. And she is suing me for a mink coat because he goes, she was sitting up front and wearing a mink coat and she took on the pizza that I threw out. And he goes, I'll just say this and I'll leave it at that. He goes, one, why would anyone wear a mink coat to a Jimmy Buffett concert? I'll never know. And two, he goes, I paid that bill and I didn't care for it. And I'll just say, she's never allowed on my stage and I'm not allowed on hers. And that's all I got to say about that. And then he broke out into the song and went on from there. I was like, awesome. What in the world? But yeah, Jimmy Buffett ruined a mink coat of Barbara Walters from 2020 for throwing out pizzas in Sag Harbor, New York.
Wow.
So there you go, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Jimmy, he tells a very longer version of that story. It's absolutely hilarious. A lot of 4-letter words in that story too. But
yes.
Yeah, it's a fun story though.
All right, let's go to the national day of today, and we are going to be very, very short with this. All right, Heath, can you tell me what is established for the first time on February the 9th of 1870?
1870? You got me, brother. That's 95 years before I graced this earth.
I'm wearing my shirt here to do it, to commemorate it. This is a Department of Geoscience shirt having to do with the weather. The National Weather Service is established on this day in 1870 as a division of the U.S. Army.
Wow. Hey, Steven, let's don't skip over this. I know we're going fast through this, but hey, for everybody out there listening, we all got a dream. We're all chasing a dream. If you don't have a dream, you're doing it wrong. But Steven decided to go back to college here recently and wanted to be a meteorologist. And you graduated, what, a year ago?
Yep. It was in December of 24. Yep.
Yeah, so just over a year ago, Steven graduated. He is now a broadcast meteorologist.
Yes.
And so, yeah, if there's that degree you want to go get, if there's whatever it might be, go chase it. Steven chased his and got it.
Yeah.
Has a degree in meteorology.
So, Heath, I now have 2 degrees from 2 separate SEC institutions. One is Mississippi State. The other one is Alabama.
Hey, where'd you get your degree from in Alabama?
Sports broadcasting.
There you go.
So I can do both sports and weather now.
Oh, yeah, or you just make it up like the rest of us do.
I guess. Yeah, probably. All right. Heath, let's just go on, and I'm just going to do this one real quick. The United States Department of Agriculture is established as a cabinet level agency on this day in 1889.
Wow, 1889. And the federal government wanted to be involved with our agricultural for whatever reason. I'm
Yep.
sure it was a good reason back then. But wow, I wonder what was going on in farming in 1889. Well, before 1889, where they
Right.
were like, we really need to have a Department of Agriculture to make sure this doesn't happen or will never happen again.
Right.
So I wonder what that was.
All right. And Heath, we are going to finish up because this show has been a lot about music. We are going to finish up with this one right here. Can you tell me what happened on this day in 1961 in Liverpool, England?
Liverpool, I'm going to guess it has something to do with the Beatles.
The Beatles' very first gig at Cavern Club. They would play nearly 300 times there over the next 2 years.
And the European Open in golf is close to that place. And John Daly, yes, the University of Arkansas graduate, the golfer, the big star, and Happy Gilmore too, went and took his band over there. He wanted to play at the same place where the Beatles started.
Yep.
So he went over there and after a practice round went and rocked out in the same place just so he can say, I played at the same place where the Beatles started. So there you go.
All right. And finally, can you tell me what major stars made their debut on the Ed Sullivan Show tonight back in 1964?
Is it a group or an individual?
Group.
64? I mean, it could have been the Beatles. It could have been the Rolling Stones. It could have been, it's before the Beach Boys.
Heath. In 1961, they played their first gig. In 1964, they made their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow,
And
so
it
the
was
Beatles.
watched by 74 million people.
Wow. I think Ben Stein. Yes, that Ben Stein. That Bueller. Has anyone seen Bueller? That Ben Stein. Who I forgot whose staff he was on. Maybe Nixon's staff. Yeah, Mario's been there rocking out with the Beatles. Mario, you have probably traveled more places in this world, and I would love to hear about those places one day. We got to bring you back on, Mario.
Yeah.
Mario's probably played basketball. Mario, thinking about it real quick, tell us how many continents you've played basketball on.
And by the way, congratulations, John. I don't know if you saw this or not.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, John. That's hilarious. Good for you, John. Go chase that dream, brother.
Now, John, I do have to ask you, which university or college are you going to?
Yeah, well, you and daughter have a chance to have class together. That'd be fun. But yeah, let us know where you're going to school, where your daughter's going to school, and what you'll be studying, John.
Yeah.
But Ben Stein, I do believe, was the person that like mortgaged his house and was one of the people that brought in the Beatles to play there at Shea Stadium in New York, where the Mets used to play in Flushing, New York. And I think Ben Stein was the one that he mortgaged his house out to the max so he could pay the Beatles and rent out the stadium. And man, it paid off. So 13 different countries. That is, what was the worst one, Mario? Let us know the worst country you ever played basketball in. And
Yeah.
but
So-
yeah, the Beatles. You hit me with two Beatles. I didn't think you were going to hit me with two Beatles questions back to back.
All right.
So there
And
you go.
finally, can you tell me what happened in the National Football League on this day in 1948?
They made face mask a requirement. I have no idea.
Fred Grunke designed the first NFL football helmet with a logo, which was the Los Angeles Rams in 1948.
Get out. The Rams had the first logo. I would have guessed like the Bears or the Browns. The Browns doesn't have a logo. But I would have guessed like the Bears or somebody like that. Maybe the Packers.
Now, he was also credited with creating the first helmet with a full face mask. This was after having broken his nose 3 different times during the 46 season.
Man, that's crazy to think about. That's very interesting and crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But the first logo, I think Michigan was the first one to have a logo in college with those crazy stripes. They still have the same stripes. But I think Michigan was the first one to do a logo on their helmet.
Right.
And then, but I would have never guessed the Rams. That's crazy.
Yeah. And for some reason, hopefully I pronounced this guy's name correct. It is Fred Gehrke.
Spell it again.
Gehrke.
Garrett?
I have no idea. I hope I got that right.
Samsonite. You were way off.
I said Grake.
Sure, why not?
But anyway, he was the one who did the first helmet with a logo in the NFL.
Wow. Steven, who has the best logo in your opinion? Who's got the best logo on the side of their helmet? What's a fun logo to look at?
NFL or college?
Let's go NFL.
I don't know. The Jaguars, I guess.
That is a cool logo.
Yeah.
That is a cool logo. I like the Chargers. I don't know if that's the best. I'll tell you what, the old Buccaneers helmet with the pirate with the sword or the knife in his mouth, with the orange and yellow creamsicle, Buccaneer on the side. That was a fun one. I always thought the Raiders had a cool one. And I don't even like the Raiders. So, John, heading to Central Texas College.
Nice.
And his daughter spins it, spinning it from the circle.
Yep.
So, good deal. John, good for you, brother. Thank you for serving.
Yep.
And now you're going to go to college and chase some dream. John's doing it upright. John, thank you for being part of this show.
Yes.
You always chime in. Thank you, sir.
Yep. We appreciate that. All right. So, Heath, can you tell me what begins this weekend? We're through with the Super Bowl. We're through with football now. What begins this weekend?
I'm guessing NASCAR. Are you going that? I know what I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited for college baseball.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I know you're a big NASCAR guy.
Yes.
And so, but yeah, you got to get those hands.
I know.
Get your knocking knuckles. Get your knocking knuckles together.
Yep.
Or you can be a switch hitter too.
Dude, I'm so pumped. All right. So
I will say this: college baseball, SEC baseball fans, this is going to be a super fun year.
Yeah.
The girls started softball this past weekend. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw that or not. So softball's underway. Baseball gets started this weekend. And Stephen, I'm taking my daughter on her first college tour next Wednesday. It's an SEC school, and I purposely picked Wednesday so I could catch a midweek baseball game when we get done with the tour. So I did that. So there you go.
Heath, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are going to play 3 shows that have to do with SEC baseball. The first one is tomorrow. We're going to be joined by former Mississippi State head coach Andy Canizero. He will join us to discuss his time in playing as well as his time in coaching at LSU and at Mississippi State. On Wednesday, we will be joined by Adrian Morales, who was a slugger for the Gamecocks of South Carolina the last time Carolina won the College World Series on the diamond in 2010 and 11. And then on Thursday, we're going to be joined by Tanner Logan from Mississippi State. I'm sorry, Tanner Allen from Mississippi State, who is the national champion of baseball with the Bulldogs. Those 3 names will get you ready for this week of college baseball, and then Chris Lee will join us on Friday. So those are the next few days right here on the Stingray Show. Andy Canizero, Adrian Morales, Tanner Allen, and then Chris Lee with a preview of SEC baseball on Friday.
I don't know if you noticed or I've seen, have you caught Tanner's new gig?
I have not.
He is playing in the Savannah Banana organization. He is with the Loco Beach Coconuts.
Right.
And it's kind of funny. They put out a video yesterday from Anchorman where all the news stations get together and fight. And so it was the bananas, the party animals, the firemen, the tailgaters, the clowns, and the Loco Beach Coconuts. And they all had like a gang war fight. It was absolutely hilarious. They reenacted the whole thing from Anchorman. And so, yeah. Check that out. You know what? I will post that on social media. I'll put that on the Facebook page. So check out the Stingray Show Facebook page, and you will see that great, awesome gang fight with the Savannah Banana organization.
Heath, we will see you on the Tuesday edition of the Stingray Show with former Mississippi State head coach and former LSU assistant Andy Canizero right here to talk about SEC and college baseball to get you ready for the season that will begin on Friday. We will see you at 8:30 in the morning with Andy Canizero.
And Mario, thanks for chiming in. We'll catch up with you. Mario, I got a feeling we're going to be bringing you back here shortly for the SEC tournament and maybe for March Madness as well.
Yes.
But yeah, Stephen, we're really approaching the absolute best time of the year because you're going to have March Madness. You're going to have the beginning of MLB baseball. You'll be in the stretch run of college baseball. Who's going to make Hoover? Who's not going to make Hoover? Who's going to make postseason? Who's not? Softball will be in full swing as they're getting ready to wrap up their season heading into the tournament. You'll have the Masters going on. You'll have SEC spring football going on. I mean, we are in the mix of all the fun. The NFL draft will be going on. I mean, this is like the perfect sports time of the year coming up. And, I forgot March Madness.
All right. So, Heath, we will see you tomorrow morning with Andy Canizero.
Sayonara. See you tomorrow, Stephen.
And Heath, don't forget, don't miss out on National Pizza Day. Go get you a pizzeria, my friend.
I love Hawaiian pizza. My wife can't stand it. Might see if I can get off and get a little small Hawaiian pizza of my own somewhere.
Good luck, man. See ya.
See you, Steven.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Ferguson of South's Finest Meats, the official sponsor of the Stingray Show, has a message for you.
Everything we do here is fresh and custom made, custom to order. I tell people when they come in, if you don't see what you like, ask somebody. We've got the capability to process it, make it. If you want a different blend of hamburger meat, we'll do you a brisket blend. We'll do you a chuck blend. We'll do you a sirloin blend. We do all that right here. We are a butcher shop. That's what we do. So please don't be afraid to ask if you don't see what you like. We can make you any size patty you want. We can make you any amount you want. People call me and say, well, how many patties come in the box? Well, ma'am, how many would you like in a box? You want 12, we'll put 12. You want 25, we'll put 25.
That's just one of the many things that South's Finest Meats has to offer, the official butcher shop of the Stingray Show. For over 100 years, the Bank of Moundville has been a name clients can trust. The Bank of Moundville is more than just a bank. They're your neighbors, your friends, and your community partners. Their unique approach to financial education has always centered around families. They believe that financially strong homes today lay the foundation for a brighter futures for tomorrow's generation. You can call them today at 205-371-2227. Once again, that is 371-2227 to schedule an appointment to build your financial security. The Bank of Moundville is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. It's a new year, and now is the best time to review your insurance policies. With a helpful customer service team here to serve you in Alabama and over in Mississippi. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, call the Jeff Nee Agency of Alpha Insurance to create a customized plan to protect your family's home and autos. You can stop by his office at 3428 McFarland Boulevard in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, or simply call 205-462-8192, or call the number on your screen right there. And remember, with Alpha Insurance, the more you protect it, the more you save. Reach out to the Jeff Nee Agency of Alpha today for all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance needs.